Everybody, Brock Vandenberg, Talamar Income Fund 1. I am excited to announce that we've just finished up our Q1 2025 Investor Insights magazine. For those not familiar with the Investor Insights magazine, essentially provides in-depth information for trusted investors, investors in the mortgage fund industry, and just investors in the private lending industry. In the magazine, we cover a number of topics. Number one, I put a quick message kind of about the state of the union, about the private lending industry. We highlight investors here. We've got Mike and Deb Morrison. Actually, Mike and Deb were borrowers of Talamar Financial prior to being investors. So they kind of flipped over to the other side of the business. Super interesting. If you ever follow Mike and Deb, they're doing so much stuff in Europe, biking, if they're not traveling elsewhere. So excited to highlight Mike and Deb in the magazine. We've spotlight one of our analysts, newest members of the team, Shane Zapata. Actually, he was recently promoted from junior loan analyst to loan analyst, so we're excited to have him on the team. Secondarily, we give a little market update about kind of where the industry is heading, what we see in the market today, a little overview of the returns of the fund. Additionally, we highlight a recent success. This was a project that we funded in Rancho Santa Fe. Project turned out incredible. Highlight a couple of our great vendors here. We have Cathedral CPAs. If you're not familiar with Cathedral, they handle all the tax and audit work for the fund. So Cathedral, thank you for being an advocate for the fund, and excited to have you included in the magazine. Also, we have articles to this month or this quarter. We've got articles from Brian Davis. If you don't know Brian Davis, he's one of our preferred vendors for self-directed IRAs. In fact, he was one of the first individuals I did a pitch session to investors. He kind of was a co-speaker with me. This is probably about 15 years ago. So excited to have Brian Davis draft an article for the magazine about self-directed IRAs. Additionally, we highlight one of our incredible borrowers here. We've got Boris Klemenko. We funded a number of projects for him. He's got a really exciting project that we funded. It's an ADU construction project. So love to see him hard at work. It's an incredible story to learn about him. Also, we highlight some of the events. Obviously, we're out in the marketplace. Our loan sales team is always at networking events, investor relations at their events. So we kind of promote some of those or highlight some of the events that we're at. And then finally, we've got one incredible article by Steve Ernest over at Gerasi. He talking about fraud prevention in underwriting and how you can minimize fraud through the underwriting process. So thank you for everybody that wrote an article for the magazine. All of our existing investors are already signed up for the magazine, but if you currently invest in trustees or mortgage funds and want to learn more about the industry, I'll go ahead and put a link below for you to sign up for to receive a copy of this magazine, and we'll get it out to you. Thanks for listening, and excited to show you this one. Thank you very much.